He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He would call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
10. At their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Adrian Peterson, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From midfield now, Haskins connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Switch up. Alert three.
They'll run with Peterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Step, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
6-0 our score after 1.
With this Washington 6. Giants nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Push him back.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, it's Haskins. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Barber. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards there. First down, New York.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
3rd down. Here's Haskins.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Sets up 1st down.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Jones. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down
for Saquon Barkley.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Haskins will keep it on the sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They toss it left side to Peterson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins rolling to his right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
And incomplete.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick. 52 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just got it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones throwing on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run. Peterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
At the 29-yard line.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jones. He's going to try and go deep again, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing again. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Quinn. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Haskins, he'll air this one out deep for... Got his man, complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 93 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Jones now on first and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 14. 15 yards on the play. First down. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to
Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
17.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
57.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
Today's finals, Washington 32.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.